Welcome to Globaset, where we explain the world, one country at a time. Today, we're talking about Singapore, one of the smallest countries on Earth, but also one of the richest. How did this tiny island nation with almost no natural resources rise to global power? How did Singapore go from struggling for survival to becoming a wealthy, clean, and modern success story? Let's find out. Singapore is a small island at the southern tip of Malaysia. It has a population of around 6 million people, and it's only about 50 kilometers wide. That's smaller than many cities. Singapore has almost no land, no oil, no gold, and no big farming areas. So how did it become so rich? To understand this, we need to go back to the 1960s. There were not enough jobs, and many people lived in poverty. But Singapore's leaders, especially Lee Kuan Yew, had a big vision. An efficient country that could survive by using its people, not its natural resources. The first step was using Singapore's perfect location. Singapore sits on one of the world's busiest shipping routes. It became a major port where ships from all over the world would stop, refuel, and trade goods. Singapore's leaders also created a very business-friendly environment. They kept taxes low, made laws simple, and made it easy for foreign companies to open businesses there. This created more jobs and helped grow the country's economy quickly. One of the smartest things Singapore did was invest heavily in education. The government made sure that schools taught skills that businesses needed. They focused on things like science, technology, and engineering. Singapore also made sure the country was very clean, safe, and organized. Strict laws were put in place to control things like littering, crime, and corruption. While some of these laws may seem very strict, they helped build a society that was safe, efficient, and attractive to investors. Another big success for Singapore was its financial system. The country became one of the most important banking centers in Asia. People trusted Singapore's banks because they were stable, well-regulated, and very safe. Today, many wealthy people and companies around the world keep their money in Singapore. Over time, Singapore's economy grew from just shipping and trade to many different industries. Singapore's skyline, filled with modern skyscrapers and the famous Marina Bay Sands Hotel, is now a symbol of success. But Singapore's story is not only about money, it's about planning, discipline, and leadership. The country focused on long-term growth, not just quick profits. The people of Singapore also played a huge role. They worked hard, followed the rules, and believed in the dream of building a better country. Singaporeans are proud of their clean streets, excellent public transport, and world-class airport. However, Singapore does face some challenges today. The cost of living is very high, and buying a home can be expensive. The country also has an aging population, which could cause problems in the future. But Singapore is already working on solutions by encouraging innovation and focusing on technology and education. So what can we learn from Singapore's incredible success? Smart planning and disciplined leadership. It also proves that a lack of natural resources is not a barrier if you invest in people and create the right opportunities. Singapore went from a struggling island to one of the richest countries in the world, not by chance but by careful design. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more country explainers every week. Which country should we explore next? Let us know in the comments.